Today is the day that we will finally get this thing ready for a proper test drive. Probably start with the wheel bearings and bushings and stuff. That's gonna take a while. It'll be a pleasing time lapse to watch.
Oh, jeez.
Look at how much wear there is on this metal sleeve. Can you see that on the camera?
Oh, yeah.
That little ridge there on the edge. That's the wear on the metal, not just on the plastic. Look at that.
A heck of a lot better.
All right, and then look at this. Oh. Back from Hawaii, you can probably tell because I'm still kind of crispy. Now, what was I working on?
The real important question is, did you wear your flannel at the beach?
No, but I did wear it to Hawaii. Like, it's what I was wearing on the plane.
Oh, premium.
So I was wearing it when I got there, but it's really warm, as you might expect. Next up on my mission to get this thing drivable is a mount for this here shift cable. See? That should be reverse, and then neutral, low, high. Look at that. All my good calluses melted away in the salt water. My hands are not fireproof anymore.
Oh no.
It's a problem. So that goes on there, and then this goes on here. And then I can position it and tack it on. Yeah. Considering that that's the parking brake from the Polaris stuffed into the housing of the Mitsubishi, I'd say that's quite reasonable. Needs a little bit of adjusting on the other end, but look at that.
Yeah, that's
a shifter
nice.
and a parking brake. That's all the way back in reverse. It's kind of close, but I mean, who cares? You don't need to like generally engage the parking brake while also shifting into reverse. It has a switch there so that it won't let the engine rev with the parking brake engaged. You know, an idiot switch. This, in the process, broke off, and it broke off right at the edge of the sensor. But then I realized, I don't need that idiot switch. Just, if the parking brake's on, you take the parking brake off. Ooh, good. So, parking brake off, it presses on this little button, which means that for it to drive properly, and not be inhibited, the circuit needs to be open. So that's perfect, because that means that I don't have to mess with the wiring right now. I can chop that part of the harness off later. So, to have six-wheel drive, we need to shorten this here drive shaft. It goes from about there to the front differential, and that distance is now 18 inches less. End has a whole bunch of extra slip on it so that it can be, you know, disassembled. I think I just need to press this into there at the right angle, and then yeah, I think that's the right length. Just a guy with a TIG welder and a really old lathe.
You weld pretty good for a plumber.
Not bad at all. There's enough play in the whole situation that that little bit of not straightness is not going to be the thing that's causing vibrations. So that's perfect. Nice. Cool. Six-wheel drive coming right up. This is just, I was untaping all of this so I can you know, trace back some things and rearrange the wiring harness here. That's some premium weight reductions, like half a roll of electrical tape just on that one section. I used to kind of like be afraid of wiring, and I don't like how long it takes, but it's just one of the most satisfying parts of a project, is taking just a giant pile of spaghetti and turning it into a nice, neat wiring loom, especially when you can just delete a bunch of stuff that you don't need, or like shorten it, or just, it's satisfying. So this thing's been full of mud in a lot of ways, but the wiring harness is even full of mud.
Wow.
Mud just going everywhere.
You guys always get to see Ethan's garage on camera. Well, this is mine. It's where we charge all the e-bikes, and pretty soon the electric surfboards are going to be here. I'm obsessed. But this is where the magic really happens. It's where we ship out all of our merch. And the reason why we can afford to do everything in the garage instead of outsourcing to some other company is we save up to 84% on UPS and USPS shipping with ShipStation. ShipStation saves us so much time because we can organize our order by how old the order is or what product it is.
Another really cool thing that it does is just it pulls everything straight from the website, so we don't have to be copying and pasting like every single line of address or name. It connects straight to our website, pulls everything from there, all information, and we just click and print. Like, it's very, very simple.
With ShipStation, you can manage every single order from one simple to use dashboard, and it saves so much money for small businesses. I can't recommend it enough. Go to shipstation.com/grindhard and you can get a 60-day free trial. That's shipstation.com/grindhard. Worry less about the bottom line when you save money with ShipStation. ShipStation makes it that easy. Thanks for the order, Shane.
Much wiring. It's ridiculous. This is all just for the Polaris side of things. I got the ECU mounted already and the coil pack, so that's 2 things at least. Man, I really need to get some new tips for the plastic tip for using this type of riv nut tool, if you have one. Use your weakest, saddest little impact driver, and then you don't strip them, because the riv nuts are actually kind of easy to strip. Well, if that isn't the most overkill fuse box mount I've ever seen, I don't know what is! I like it! It looks awesome. And it's more than strong enough, so we'll let it cool for a second while I tidy up some of this. The rest of this, yeet. Oh, spaghetti. I hope Will's hungry.
I got you a lunch special. Some spaghetti.
Yuck! Yuck! You guys are gosh dang swindlers. I knew it was gonna be something.
Wait, Will, look, I have Parmesan cheese for it. Look at this. Here, look, this will make it better. Just a little.
I thought for some reason it was gonna be like a bug or something, but that is
no, Will.
Spaghetti.
Oh yeah.
In honor of your wiring harness that you spaghettified.
This is part. Yeah. Oh. Mm-hmm. I did Shrek a wiring harness. So
this is a reminder to not, you know, cut your wiring harness before you're ready.
I just like that Steven went out there and like prepared the time to put spaghetti sauce on wires. That's premium.
I've been thinking about this for days, Will.
I've thought a little bit here and I've tested a little bit. I blew a fuse because I'm an idiot. That kind of rhymed, a dumb little poem there. Anyway, so green and white here is the starter circuit, and I don't quite understand how this works, but I'm no electrical engineer. If one takes this wire, which currently has 12 volts at it, and takes this wire, which is just touching it, if you take that 12 volts and put it to ground, that's how it starts. I don't understand, but I don't need to, because I know that it works, and I can go from there. If I take this relay right here, you can see I have it hooked up to power on one side, and if I hook ground up to that side, you can hear it click, the relay turns on. But instead of sending power, as a relay would normally be used to, I'm going to use it to send ground. So for example, this, if I ground this wire here right now, it does nothing. But when I turn the relay on, it starts up. I redid this now, and all I have to do is hold the relay here and hold this ground. Now, if you turn the key over there for me. Hey, look at that. Sweet. The relay idea was stupid, and I'm throwing it out. Wiring set up such that the starter should work with the K-Truck ignition right now. Let's find out. I don't have the rest of the wires hooked up yet, so that doesn't actually turn the ignition on or off. It just runs the start feature. But that was the most complicated part, and it is now complete. I went spelunking under here, fished these wires through, and I found another access hole with a little rubber plug. I don't really know what it's for, because it didn't have anything in it, but I'm going to use it for these wires to go through. Look at that! That's super premium. Got my rubber boot back in place. I had to just make a little slice in it to get it around it. Looking all nice, all taped and zip tied and located.
The deburring tool works great on that stuff.
Yeah, it works really well on plastic. And then look at that. We got ourselves headlight switch, 6-wheel drive switch. I have my headlight wiring here just kind of coiled around this blower motor because, you know, why not? It seems like a good place to store it until I use it. I had it kind of back there in the hole in the middle, and I realized that'd just be really irritating if you needed to get to it when the bed was on. And we have a history of dead batteries around here, so we'll put it in a better spot. I salvaged myself a terminal end, I cut it off, drilled it out, and then expanded it with a punch because I don't have any of these right now. Nice.
I saw that, Will.
What did you do?
He almost got me. It didn't go all the way in, so it wasn't a real catch.
There we go. Look at that. All right, now where's my...
Will, I'm gonna make you lunch today. I have a special recipe that I've been thinking you might like, actually.
What is that?
I still need to make the battery tray, but everything else is hooked up. The key. Yeah. Drawing up a battery mount here.
That's so fancy.
Oh yeah, it's my premium battery tray. And I made it pretty much universal. It has no real specific design relative to where it's going in here, so if we ever use that battery on anything else, which is quite likely, then I already have a file for it. Bent these tabs out here at the top, and now I'm just putting riv nuts in it so that I can make a little piece that goes across the top and holds the battery in. For the first time ever, I used these little pieces here, which is actually a really unique feature of a magnetic brake, is that you can just put that inside there and you can make an enclosed box. Pretty cool, because a normal brake, you can only bend 2 of these sides and then you'd be done. Big old package. Oh, look at this, multicolored. Oh, sweet. Whole bunch of tooling for the lathe.
Thanks,
Yeah.
J-Dog.
Yeah, thanks. This is all super useful. I don't even know what that is, but something for the lathe. Got the battery tray all mounted. Welded my tabs on, put some riv nuts in the frame. Just got a piece of ultra lightweight aluminum here, aluminum angle iron. You know, keep it simple. So that'll just go like that. A couple of holes in it, a couple of bolts, and we got a battery holder. Dude, and look at the beautiful weather we have for a test drive.
I know it's gonna be so premium. That's the word. That is the word.
Nice. There's little kind of dimples for drain holes that happen to be sitting right on the frame, on these 2 front ones, which kind of makes it go like this a little bit. So I need to just take a hammer and go and bend those in a little bit, and then we'll be much better angle.
I have a premium package for you, Edwin.
Yes.
A premium package?
You're gonna like what's in
Is
there.
it really? I've been waiting for so long. This is what it's like to film in 4K with our fancy drones, fancy cameras.
Oh, this is quite the stack. I didn't even actually look in there yet.
Yeah, I bought all the hard drives at the local Walmart and all of the 2 terabyte Extreme Pros on Amazon. So if you're wondering why you can't find these on Amazon right now, it's your boy. Look at what I travel with every day. These are all just the current grind hard projects. What Will and I have been working on, podcasts I need to edit. This hard drive's like all the music for the videos that I'm adding to every week to try to keep it fresh. I have all these cords because different hard drives need different cords. The limousine stuff, there's still some limo stuff. The podcast we film in the limo I gotta edit. Look at this. I travel with
How many do
over
you have?
30 terabytes of hard drives. And the whole top shelf of my studio at home where I normally edit is a couple 100 terabytes of just hard drives. That's what we do. Oh, premium, a GoPro battery.
Pulled it off, cut all the fenders off. Well, actually I didn't cut them. I just went yoink, 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 yoink a few times and broke the tacks. Hammered in those little dimples I was talking about. Now, making some fine-tune adjustments to these holes. Look at there. That should be a bed mount. Look at that. yellow snow that's essentially vertical. Oh, there's a crater from one of my fires out here. I hear Edwin
I do too.
dwindling about.
We're just in the middle of the woods. In a K truck with 6-wheel drive.
Yep. Just eat the drone somewhere?
Yeah, I just heard it yeet, but I didn't see it.
Neither did I. Did I like run it over or something?
Wait, it was just in there?
The drone was just right here.
Oh.
I was totally just looking for it in the puddle, but...
There we go, Edwin.
There he goes.
Where are you guys heading next?
I don't know. Did you catch us going up the vertical wall here?
Yep.
Okay,
That
cool.
was premium.
No,
But we
that
should
was
do
good.
that again so I can get closer if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, let's do that. Oh, there's a tree in the rally track. I didn't come out here. Oh, more fender clearance is very much required.
This is just not even... This is just...
Crusty snow, mud,
anything.
Nah.
Nothing can stand in our way.
Oh right, I was still in glow. I was like, why are we going so slow? Dude, that one where we came up and over onto the road, you were like right there.
Dude, the travel is amazing, actually.
This-
you didn't
yeah.
really notice it without a body on it,
Yeah.
but like for a workhorse,
It's
it has
too
good travel.
It's too much. This tire hits the fender like every single time. Actually, you know what I should do is go back to the shop and put the shocks in a different position because I have stiffer shock positions. It's definitely the most comfortable driving experience we've built.
Really? Funnest
Oh, by far.
passenger experience.
Yeah?
It's like,
Probably especially being on the wrong side.
yeah, blew me away how capable this thing is. Like,
Well,
Ethan was
it-
just like, we're gonna go up, we're gonna go through the trees. I was
Yeah.
like, what the devil?
and that's with no weight in the back,
Yeah,
too.
it
Do you
is
think it will do better with
amazing.
weight in the back?
Probably a little.
I don't know how you could do better, dude. We were just like, over everything.
And with the wheelbase being 18 inches shorter than it was,
Yeah.
it's far more capable than the ATV version was. The farther out you get the shock, the more vertical, the top of the shock, the more vertical the shock is, and the more vertical it is, the less leverage the wheels have over it. So effectively makes for a stiffer spring rate. We'll move it out here to the farthest out one, which was already at the second farthest out, so the other ones will only work if we get longer shocks because we're already bottoming out on the wheel wells, but
I'm so excited. I've always liked the look of these trucks, and this is like the coolest one ever, so.
and this is the best part.
That is nice.
Yup.
I love how you use the OG shifter.
Yeah, that's also the best part. There's
Yeah.
a lot of best parts.
There's a lot of best parts here.
Dude, doesn't it look
It's
great?
even cooler outside of it. It looks awesome.
How do the stiffer shocks feel? Not a huge difference, but I can tell there's less bottoming out. Hey, that's good. Ready for the little jumpy jump? I'm ready. it's super tall, but all of the weight is super low.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Hey, if we move that log, we could try to go up to steep.
Okay.
Will, where are your phones? Where are they?
That's 20! That's 20! Tell them why you need to do 10 push-ups every time you get top of your phone in your back pocket.
Because I've broken 9 phones this year, so I had to switch carriers. Because they wouldn't insure any more phones. So, the Grindhard boys are keeping me out of trouble.
We're trying to.
It looks like a mechanical caterpillar just swindling through the bushes.
It does kind of have a caterpillar look, doesn't it?
Figured while we're down here, we might as well test out its usefulness as a little truck. Got a big pile of firewood that I split last weekend, so might as well throw it in there, eh? It sounded like a gumball machine. This clink, 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 clink.
Yeah, those front wheels aren't spinning at all.
Nope. Nope. You like it now? You like the K-Truck now? What do you think? We need a new front diff, I think, or something up there. Maybe the actuator broke. It's only 4-wheel drive now. But it's super awesome, and it's especially useful for hauling firewood. We got some sweet new wheels and tires on the way for next week. We'll also mount a winch and build a skid plate and, you know, a bunch of other cool stuff. But it's almost done. Oh, also, the heater works. Like,
so well.
Very nicely.
Yeah,
It's hot.
it is.
The blower works, all the little controls, all the controls work for the heater.
And you didn't have the pleasure of seeing it while it's running from the outside.
I know.
It looks
so cool.
so cool.
I can't wait to see the video. It's gonna be
especially when the independent rears are going blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah blah. That's nice.
Yep. Oh, and I gotta chop these little nubbins off so they quit binding on our tires. These little things here stick down. I saw that and figured it might be a problem, and it wasn't a problem until we loaded it with firewood. I figured it, my thinking was, oh, it won't matter, we're not, you know, but then, yeah, I'll chop those off. See if we can get an upgraded front diff. I think there's a bunch of companies that make them, so. This is definitely the first thing we've ever built that's properly useful. Like, nothing else we've built is actually, you know, serves a purpose as a, you know, work vehicle. But this thing gets to places on my property that nothing else can get to haul firewood. Pretty sweet.